It's been 31 months today. Today is December the 9th. Hello everyone, Semiretiredbob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, miscellaneous odds and ends. It's a beautiful morning, Monday morning here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's right at freezing. It's about 32 degrees, so it's not super cold out today. That's why I've got the jacket kind of undone. I've just got the blue gloves on today. I considered coming out without my hat, but decided that was foolish. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am glad you're here. What you're watching is basically you're watching me walk. But if you consider the fact that 31 months ago, I couldn't do this. I couldn't even stand for a couple minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. It gets just a bit more interesting. I'm going to be quiet while I cross the street here because there's a bunch of cars sitting there. I'm not sure where all this traffic's coming from. But there they go. All over the neighborhood again. Good grief. But if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. Pick up the pace here as I go up this hill. I would like to ask y'all to help me out just a little bit. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All these things are absolutely free and help me get the word out. It's never too late to change your life. I'm 61 years old and doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. Like out here, getting the end of the year right, no excuses walking challenge in, getting outside every day, been walking a long way every day. I'm not sure why it is, but every time I've had a warmer day out, it's a little harder to breathe the next day. It was 60 degrees here in Omaha the last couple of days. That's probably the last of that. They're calling for snow on Friday after highs in the low 20s on Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. It's just a couple of weeks till Christmas. But anyway, let's get on into this thing. 31 months. What's happened? I'm just going to briefly gloss over the stuff here, because if you've followed my channel before, you've heard this before. I'm going to concentrate more on the more recent things. And one of my regular viewers, John, asked me if I found, now that I've been doing it for so long, if I found the actual walking easier. And he made me think about that a little bit. And yes, I do find it easier. And I've got the perfect spot as we're coming around the backside of this big loop to demonstrate that for you. So we'll get to that when we get there. But for those that don't know how it all started out, I started the carnivore diet on May the 9th. The day before my 59th birthday. I don't recommend jumping right in like I did. I now know that a slow conversion is probably better, but there we are. That's what I did. And of course, as Dr. Berry calls it, the carnivore cleanse. I had bathroom issues. Most people, now, you know, it depends on where you're coming from as far as what your diet was like. But most people have bathroom issues for a week or two. Mine went on the, shall we say, the sudden, urgent, and explosive bathroom issues. Those did go away after just a very short time. But let's just say I was very loose for several months. And I think part of that was I did not do a transition, and I was coming from a very grain-heavy diet because that's what my diabetes doctor told me to do. So I was eating what they told me to eat. Obviously, one of the things that's improved, because I had arthritis really bad, to the point where this was about the best fist I could make, and now you can see that my hands work quite well. And I would say that my arthritis is 99% better. I won't say 100% because I still have a little ache when I first wake up in the morning, get those first few movements in. And if I move too quickly, one way or another, that can cause just a little bit of pain here and there. Certainly nothing like where I was at before, even with all the pain pills that I used to take. And that's probably, it'll get noisy here for just a second. The leaves aren't quite as rustly as they were in yesterday's video. But, you know, I used to take 13 pills in the morning, 9 at night, plus pain pills throughout the day. I don't take anything anymore. I take no prescription medications. And I can't even tell you the last time I took a pain pill. Because I do still get little aches and jolts here and there. But it's nothing compared to what it used to be. I don't even hardly notice it. And I certainly am not going to reach for that. I do have a single pain pill in a bottle sitting on my desk as a reminder of where I used to be. So there's that. My blood pressure was always way out of whack. I got a girl coming up the street here with some dogs, so we're gonna go out onto the street here to go buy her. But yeah, 3 of those drugs that I used to take were for my blood pressure. And even with 3 different drugs, my blood pressure was, oh, look at the cute little doggies. Hi, cute little doggies. With the 3 drugs, my blood pressure was always, 140 over 90, 150 over 100. Always way out of whack, even with 3 different blood pressure medicines. And this morning, it was a little higher than normal. It was 122 over 74, which is a little higher than I've been running, but that's still right in range of where you want it to be. Have spinal stenosis. That was bad. That's what made it so I could barely stand, let alone get out here and walk every day. And again, that's 99% better as well. If I turn too fast, I can feel it. But again, it's nothing that pushes me towards that pain pill. I said, I've got the one on my desk just as a reminder of what I don't need anymore. It helps keep me focused. Of course, the obvious ones, I had type 2 diabetes. When I was first diagnosed, my A1C was, I think, 10.2 or 10.3, somewhere in there. I don't even remember anymore. I do know most recent check, my A1C was 4.8. Now, have I checked it recently? No, not in over a year now, because I don't feel the need to go to the doctor's office and get blood tests done when I feel fine. Now, if something was going wonky, maybe I'd go to the doctor and get some blood work done, but I just don't. More and more as I get deeper into this carnivore thing, I just don't get the whole go to the doctor just to get a checkup every 6 months. Now, I understand a lot of people have jobs and insurance that require that, but I think all of that is more to fuel the industry of the sick care system that we have in this country and around the world. It's looking less like health care and more like sick care every day. But I had fatty liver disease. That was completely gone. That's one of the things because I got my first blood work done, I'd only been doing carnivore for about 30 days. And the doctor wanted me to come in and get a liver scan and all that stuff. And I said, well, I just started this new diet I didn't tell him it was carnivore. So I just started this new diet that's supposed to really help improve fatty liver. Can we wait and do all that stuff when I come back in 3 months? Because this was back in the time when I was still going to the doctor every 3 months. Because that's what I've been told I had to do. And he said, okay. And then 3 months later, my liver markers were all absolutely normal. He, of course, didn't even ask what I'd done. And my chronic kidney disease, my kidney markers were completely gone to normal. Everything was normal. Of course, he complained because my cholesterol was a little bit too high for his liking. But we all know how I feel about that now. And, you know, as a side effect of it all, I lost 150 pounds that first year. I haven't really lost a whole lot since then. I go up a little bit and then go down a little bit. And go up a little bit and go down a little bit. But that's okay. Someday maybe. I just have to assume my body is healing. Now, the big things that I did not talk about back then, because I hadn't gotten those tests yet. As you all know, I had a triple bypass surgery when I was 55, so it'll be 7 years this next birthday. So it's coming up on the 7-year anniversary, because I got it right after the first of the year. So we're coming up on the 7-year anniversary of my triple bypass surgery. And when I got out of the hospital, I went to my cardiologist, and he said, well, now we'll see each other every 6 months till one of us dies. And I'm pretty sure he thought that I'd be the one to go. But at that time, my ejection fraction was poor, and my CAC score was still up, because, well, I'd had triple bypass surgery. But I just got tested, well, this last spring, so it's been several months ago now. Went back to the cardiologist, and of course he said, I'll see you in a year, which is a big step up. But yes, I do still go to the cardiologist. I'm not an idiot. I've had triple bypass surgery. But my ejection fraction had been steadily improving since my surgery. But this year it took a big jump. You know, it was in the high 30s, low 40s, and an ejection fraction of, I'm told, 70, if I'm reading the literature right. 70 is the big, you know, is the top of the scale. And at last check, I came in the high 50s, which is a huge step up from the, I think it was 37 or 38, right after my surgery. And my CAC score has come down. Not a lot, only 7 points or so, but if you consider ejection fraction, or your CAC score, once you have one, it generally increases about 10% a year until, like me, you need bypass surgery. So any reduction, you also have to think that, well, the 10% increase did not happen either, which is a pretty big win. Sorry I've been talking for so long this video, but we're now coming up on what I wanted to show you. So I need to take my glove off so that I can turn the camera around. If you go back and watch some of my earlier walking videos, it's this corner up here. This is the one corner, because of the through street, I think it is, or maybe they've just never gotten back to it. But the first time I was walking through here, I noticed that there were no cutaway curbs. So I've got It's not a huge step down by any stretch of the imagination. But the first time I walked through here, I went, ouch. And after that first time, I started walking over here, up the sidewalk, and to this driveway. So I wouldn't have to take this big step up and down that hurt me the first couple times I did it. And now, just to show you, back and forth I go up and down that hill. So yes, John, me walking has gotten so much easier. Because like I said, the first time I took that step, it hurt. And I think I even said ouch on the video. But now, no problem at all. But anyway, I've certainly talked long enough. Let's get some Christmas music going, and I'll see you when we get back to the house. Okay, cut the music. Thank you. I'm coming back down the hill to the house. I gotta get this video uploaded to you guys. It's supposed to get up to almost 50 degrees today, so hopefully I can get back out this afternoon, get several more laps in without my big heavy coat and hat. Yeah, so I've had a lot of changes in the 31 months I've been doing this. And people are always asking me, Bob, why do you do what you do? Why do you keep making these videos? And my answer is the same every time. I know what the first 59 years of my life were like. Slowly but surely sinking towards the end. And now it feels like I've got it back. I'm living again. So if I can get one person to not have to go through everything that I've gone through, then it's all worthwhile. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little recap video. Well, it certainly wasn't very quick, but this 31-month recap. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.